Anyways, welcome to हमारे 4 listeners. We are at our 10th episode. We made it, guys. This is, I think, quite an achievement. We just have 50 more to go, give or take like 5-10. So, anyways, for the ones who are listening for the first time or have forgotten, we are 3 friends who watch Shah Rukh Khan movies every week because we are big Shah Rukh Khan fans, and we review the movie and simp over Shah Rukh and then record this podcast. There's no objectivity, no criticism, no critique. So if you're looking for that, you can
lots
probably...
Lots of critique and lots of hate.
He's the only one who gives this kind of intro, you know.
Which we should. Not a lot of people who listen to the first time. We can't just start off every 10 minutes.
Lot of people listening for the first time, right?
If some people, not if any of you are listening for the first time.
And yes, and this time we are doing it in person.
For the first time ever.
Oh yes, this is very, very, very special. We are at my house recording this. So if the sound is crap, it's because we are recording on a normal laptop like peasants and not using proper mics and all.
In case you hadn't realized that.
In case you hadn't realized that. Alright, so we're reviewing Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, which was my choice for the 2000s era. It's also because it's a very good movie, and the last movie we did was Ashoka.
Yeah.
Which was, anyways. So, I don't know.
Anyways, moving on.
And I was trying to recall why we chose it as a fan's choice, and she was obsessed, but then people had to make the connection with, okay, I did hear the last podcast and all, then so screw it. Anyways, moving on. I chose Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. Only reason I chose Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi was I wanted the 10th episode to be very special. पहले मुझे लगा कि I should choose a shitty movie because हमने अब बहुत अच्छी movies कर ली.
Every time you're choosing a movie, you say you wanted to choose a shitty movie, and then
no, dude, he's been trying to choose good movies. इसको तो Karan Arjun
exactly. That's a,
वो तो
अच्छा, you were going to say
Karan Arjun maybe he said कि I wanted to choose a shitty movie, but because we watched Zero, wanted to choose a nice movie. Today he's saying I wanted to do a shitty movie.
हाँ मेरा मन है ना एक बुरी movie record करने का शायद.
सिर्फ मेरे को अच्छी मूवी नहीं पिक करने दे रहा है. मेरे को वीरज़ारा देखनी थी नहीं. वीरज़ारा is special. Valentine's के लिए special नहीं. वीरज़ारा we will do later.
Listen, I could have chosen Veer-Zara for 2000 also, na? The only reason I didn't was I wanted to save it for the future, but also have a good movie for the 2000s. Like I had Dawn and Swades and all these crazy movies. But still, I was like, let's keep it sort of ambient. Give you the guys the option to choose. वरना मुझ पे आ जाओगे. ये सारी अच्छी movies लेना है.
So nice, and so nice of you. You're like peace dove that you are in our lives.
You're very
So
welcome.
tell us about the not nice movie that you picked for this week.
Oh yeah.
इतना monologue देने के बाद.
But this is nice, na? You can talk to each other much more easily. It just works better. But anyways, Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. It released in 2008. It was, I think it did quite well. But I won't tell how well because that's one of my quiz questions.
Oh, Google कर ले.
No, you can't Google now. Stop. Okay. So yeah, this is a movie about a very simple guy who works in Punjab Power, Surinder
Lighting up our lives.
Lighting up our lives, Surinder Sani, and he gets married to Anushka Sharma, Tani, who becomes Tani Sani, because her fiance dies and her father is like, "Beta, अब तुम मेरी बेटी से शादी कर लो, because otherwise इसका क्या होगा?" As it happens in life, of course.
Indian parents.
Yeah.
No pressure, but
No pressure, but कर लो. मैं जी नहीं पाऊंगा अगर तुमने इससे शादी करी. But then he goes up and dies anyways. So what's the point?
What's the point? He dies. He marries her. That's the
anyways,
point.
let me get back to the plot. So they get married. Obviously, he's a very green flag person. He respects the fact that she is just, she's still in love with her dead fiance. She's grieving, so he gives her a space, gives her the one room to herself, but he loves her. Right?
She lost her father also.
She lost her father also. She obviously in a very difficult space, but he does love her. Like he wants to reconcile that. We are married. I do love her. So what do I do? Then he sees that she has interest like dancing and movies, and he sees a character in a movie who is very sort of a bad boy sort of.
So actually, according to me, in the movie,
we will discuss that later. This is my plot. Your interpretation will come later.
Okay, sorry.
But okay, sorry, go ahead.
But my point is that Sahani likes movies, and that's why he takes her to the movie. And dancing is Tani's thing. It's not like Tani likes movies.
No, but she's enraptured by that
laughing.
character.
Yeah.
No, she sees that character in the movie. who he feels that she'll probably be more attracted towards.
Yeah, but it comes from like the movie going comes
Yes,
from the fact
those
that
small little details. Not
Sorry.
everybody knows, Preeti. It's okay to gloss over them. So, anyways, going forward, so he approaches his friend and उसको बोलता है कि मुझे give me a makeover, and then he becomes Raj, this really cool.
नाम तो सुना है होगा.
Bad boy of a character who is very overly flirtatious, very extroverted, very.
He is Bobby. Like he takes Bobby's personality.
He takes Bobby's personality and very non-Surinder Sani like. And then he joins her dance class and they start hanging out. They're dance partners and they fall in love.
Tani ji's
and
Tani
then
partner.
And then he has to reconcile the fact that whether she actually loves him, like Surinder Sani, or whether she loves, Raj, the character, the person who doesn't really exist.
Like basically, has he fooled her into
falling in love with somebody else? So, उसके दिमाग में भी आ जाता है कि is she cheating on Surinder Sani with me, who is also Surinder Sani? And of course, it ends with her choosing Surinder Sani. That's the plot in a gist. I don't think any spoilers is a problem for this movie. So we will start off with what we usually do with overall, how do you like this movie? First of all, like, is this the first time you watched it? I know the answer is no. How did you like it the first time? How did you like it this time? Preeti, go.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting. I have watched this movie multiple times. It's a comfort watch for me. I always buy into this story. It makes me smile, it makes me cry. Like कल भी मैं तो रो रही थी देखो. I don't know if you guys noticed.
हाँ, I saw you. मैं कहा यार ये लड़की रो रही है यार, उनको प्यार हो रहा है, ये सामने रो रही है.
I heard he jokes. Not that we didn't enjoy the film, but like.
You were way more emotionally moved.
Yeah.
Like it moves me. Like I think the whole like Sani's trajectory moves me a lot more than, I don't know. Also, I think that Aditya Chopra has some beauty that he gets right in directing Shah Rukh. But yeah, like I watched this movie multiple times. I didn't watch it in the theaters, and I feel sad that I didn't watch it in the theaters. But I really love this movie. It's just like बहुत ही सुंदर लगती है मुझे. Also because Sani, like the character is quite. Shah Rukh has done such a great job in the movie because you never see Shah Rukh the star in Sani. He's really transformed. Like
You don't see him in Raj also.
You don't see him in Raj as well, but especially in Sani, like he is completely that character. Like I also think, like maybe that's my interpretation, but he also smiles very differently when he's Surinder versus when he's Raj. Like he doesn't marry her because like certain things, like he is alone. He doesn't have anybody in his life. He's it's like she's the color in his life, and that's how everything becomes yellow because he saw her in yellow. Hole Hole is yellow. Like the flowers are everywhere in the movie. So yeah, like I have I can speak for months and hours about this.
Overall, you really like this movie. I'm getting the sense. बहुत अच्छी लगी तुमको.
I can go into.
But you rewatched it multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times.
अच्छा.
मैंने पिछले साल भी देखी थी. As I said, like my last year was very okay. Not having great time mentally. Let me go back to Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan, free for therapist.
Yeah. So
doing his Dear Zindagi character in real.
In real. So yes. So that's when I rewatch it, and I watch it sometimes on plane also. I also have a friend Bhavya who likes this movie so much. Every time he's flying somewhere, those 2 hours he plays this movie, and he's like he always he tells me कि मैं जब भी उतर रहा होता हूँ मैं तो रो रहा होता हूँ थोड़ा सा तो I think that's such a cute memory associated with Rabne now that has stayed with me. So yeah, anyway, I can speak long for this, so Deeksha, please take over.
I liked it. I didn't love it. मतलब जितना तुम्हें पसंद आया, obviously. Like the first time I watched it, I was quite underwhelmed. I don't remember if it was in the theater or on TV or what. मतलब it was not a very memorable experience. Like it was like कि ठीक ठाक film थी, but Shah Rukh की picture देखने जा रहे हो तो you expect something more, I guess, and that's where I felt कि it didn't deliver at that time. This time when I watched it though, I really enjoyed it. I think also the company plays a factor. Like watching it with you guys was a lot of fun, and I think the biggest thing for me was when I watched it when it came out. I think I just didn't buy into the fact कि Surinder एक बार भी अपना प्यार जताता नहीं है तानी को, तो how can she suddenly fall in love with him? Like after spending the whole movie with Raj, who's so vocal about his affections and like so very flamboyant in his way of showing his love. She's like मुझे सूरी में रब देता है कैसे तूने सूरी से 5 लाइन कॉन्वर्सेशन भी नहीं किया है. But this time when I watched it, I think I could get it a little bit more because like the lyrics to that slow version of the song, right? Like he's just always there for her. Like he was always kind to her. He was there when no one else was there, and she starts seeing the little things that he's done for her throughout, and she starts realizing that maybe love is not in the big things. Maybe love is in the small things, and in the way that he makes breakfast for her on the first day, or he says that you don't have to come meet my friends if you don't want to, and he never asks her for anything, never like expects anything of her. He वो पैसा रख देता है, उसको डांस क्लास जाना रहता है, तो मतलब she's dancing with someone else, he's never raised an objection. And I mean these might seem like small basic things, but it is a lot, I guess, especially to someone who's grieving as much as she obviously was. I think that part I really liked this time around. I was able to buy into the idea that yeah, she could fall in love with Suri a little bit more. So that's probably what made the biggest shift in my opinion of the film. I still don't love it because like the age angle is a little bit disturbing to me. Matlab he's a 40-something man and she's a 19-year-old girl. I don't
in
think
reality, not the characters.
In the characters also. Matlab,
He's not 40 in character.
In character,
like
if you
30s,
read the movie summary, it says that a 40-year-old man falls in love with a 19-year-old girl. Like that is how the movie is summarized on Letterboxd. So I was.
I don't think they address it at any point.
They
what
never, they never
age
explain
is.
his age for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for a fact that Shah Rukh was in his 40s and Anushka was a 18,
something
probably 18 when they shot
that's
the
a
film.
critique sort of outside, a meta critique, not really inside the movie.
But even in the film, she's a very young girl and he's
older.
much older,
Yeah.
right? Like that much is clear that he is much older, and that puts me off a little. Not just the real life thing, but also at the age of 29, I can't imagine dating someone who's 19, 20. So I just like 10 saal baad, and like to have that again, like it that really puts me off. Like he's twice her age. I cannot move past that. So I don't think this will ever be like a wow movie for me. It feels very groomy to some extent, but yeah, he's a very kind man and all that, but it still borders on.
It's also not that Anushka's age is 19 in the movie, ना. उसने कॉलेज पुलिस तो कर ही लिया है. She's in her 20s. मतलब उसने बोलती है ना वो कॉलेज के टाइम पे भाई की बाइक चलाती थी.
हाँ, fair, but
if
still,
you watch the movie with a little more attention, like Preeti.
ठीक है, but
मैं बीच में बोल रही थी कुछ सुनो.
That doesn't erase the fact that Anushka in real life was 19.
I
mean, I'm somehow I can ration it better when she's 35 and he's 58 and they do movies together, because they both are mature adults,
slightly
right? At
mature
that
adults.
point,
Yeah.
But as a 19-year-old girl, she was romancing a 40-year-old man. Like, yeah, sure, it's Shah Rukh Khan, but still, it's like I don't know. I'm not comfortable with it, but that's.
So I felt that the reason, and like I'm not going to defend it, and at the same time, what I want to say is that in the movie you don't see him romancing in any way. Like,
what do you think? He's obviously romancing.
No, you're saying there's no like
there's no Surajua Madham.
Yeah, that is
sort
it.
of a love song. Even
it's all
when
very
she's
nice and platonic.
Yeah, like it's very
cute.
हाँ, it's not out there.
दोस्ती है.
यार दोस्ती है.
हाँ, दोस्ती पे आ रहे हैं वो लोग ज्यादातर.
Can I just take a side note and say it's so cute to see Preeti defend every movie which Deeksha points out as problematic. कि हाँ मैं मानती हूँ problematic है.
लेकिन फर्क नहीं पड़ता. शाहरुख is Shahrukh, bro.
तो मेरे बचपन कितनी फेवरेट मूवी तो मत कॉल आउट करो.
No, I agree it's a good movie. Like I would rewatch it probably. मतलब jumping ahead to
sections.
But I will not be ever comfortable with that age gap. Is still something like. मतलब I think also throughout the movie मैंने उतना maybe ध्यान नहीं दिया, but that one scene where their faces are very close together, like again that when तुझ में रब दिखता है, suddenly it occurred to me that she is half his age, and after that point I could not move past that fact. Like, so up till then it was like a really great enjoyable experience, so I will not take that away from it. It's an enjoyable movie, but that age gap is just something that I'm not comfortable with.
Fair.
I think I have very similar thoughts in terms of, not similar, but similar trajectory with Deeksha के initially when I saw the movie, I liked it. But मुझे भी लगा था ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है यार, शाहरुख खान को कैसे नहीं पहचान सकती वो, शाहरुख खान ही है. तो वो बिलीवेबिलिटी वाला फैक्टर थोड़ा था मेरे लिए. मूवी तो अच्छी लगी ही थी, like not just because of शाहरुख खान fan, it was a good experience. I classify good movies कि वो 2 घंटे 3 घंटे मेरे अच्छे निकल गए आराम से without getting bored or fidgety. बट नाउ तो मतलब आई लाइक लव द इतना ज्यादा कि यार तो इतनी अच्छी एक्टिंग करी, ऑब्वियसली नहीं पहचान पाएगी वो राज एकदम अलग आदमी है, वो एकदम अलग आदमी है, एंड शी हैज नो एंकर पॉइंट कि because we've seen Shah Rukh throughout and we know कि the same person. She's only met him.
And she's not paid attention to him.
She's not paid attention to him. कौन सा उस ना पूरा दिन देखती है ना मैनरिज्म्स पता है उसके.
वो बिल्कुल नहीं देखती यार. That's why I believe into the idea also because वो उसको देखती ही नहीं है. The only time she talks to him for the first time is when she is like कि तुम वो बच्चे हो जिसकी वजह से मुझे डांट पड़ती थी. She's so happy in her mehendi and everything that she goes. Then जब उसका बाप उनका हाथ पकड़ाता है, no, they are not even facing each other. जब वो ट्रेन से उतरते हैं, the first shot as well, when they are not looking at each other, they are not having conversations with each other. So I believe that वो उसको देखती ही नहीं है. So not.
Which is very poetic because वो finally last में उसको देखती है.
And then she knows.
Then she joins all the dots together.
It's not like it's not a revelation ki it's not dramatic in its way ki now she will know. She just knows when she looks at him with kindness. I don't know, but that's
true. And is like obviously I felt it was a lot more believable. I really appreciated Shah Rukh's acting. छोटे moments, how his expression was changing from Raj to Surinder Sani, those were very special. And like this is a bit sort of sappy and romantic. Because Shah Rukh feels that this girl is completely out of his league, right? And end में जाके how they sort of actually end up falling in love.
Yeah, that Japan wala montage is so cute.
And like I felt that was so nice because for the longest time and still also I also think that I ended up with somebody who's very out of my league. तो मुझे लगता है ठीक है यार सबका चांस होता है. वो sort of I said it's going to be a bit sappy and romantic. But yeah, I mean that was a personal thing, so I really liked it. But otherwise, just like damn good movie. I mean, इतना मजा आया है movie देख के, completely bought into it. And also I feel कि हम Superman मांगते हैं ना कि Clark Kent लोगों को नहीं समझ आता है.
चश्मा पहन के
एक अपनी लट सी ऊपर कर लेता है वो.
गंगाधरी शक्तिमान है guys.
Some of my friends saw me for the first time अभी 2 weeks पहले after like 3-4 साल, तो they had not seen me without glasses. So I think उन्होंने भी बोला कि पहली बार तुम्हें चश्मे के बिना देख रहे हैं, तो it does make a difference. Like
हाँ पड़ता है यार फर्क है. Okay मतलब ठीक है तुम्हारी बीवी से तुम्हें शायद पहचान लेगी, but there's also context as to why she's not able to recognize.
भाई वो ऊपर सोता है, ठीक है, वो अपना सारा सामान लेके ऊपर चला गया, वो ब्रेकफास्ट बनाता है जो भी, मतलब I think she doesn't see him. That's my like I don't know why I'm defending it so much.
No, I think that मतलब वो उस टाइम पे भी मजाक बहुत बना था उसका कि मतलब how did she not realize कि मतलब वो राज है और सूरी है, दोनों सेम आदमी है. उसको कैसे नहीं पता चला कि उसका बॉयफ्रेंड और उसका हस्बैंड सेम आदमी है. तो but when you watch it this time, when I watched it this time around, I was also sold on the idea कि हाँ मतलब वो नहीं पहचान पाती. Even I'm not very good with faces. And especially faces that I've seen only few times, तो मैं भी नहीं पहचान पाती.
और it's not just about face, it's about the personality. It's like
It's
like if I go and make a all Twitter account and like go unhinged, I don't think people would know this is me and that like I'm sure
you would know if you you are already unhinged. So I don't know if you know.
That's a very bad comparison. तो ये क्या anonymous तो मैं जितने भी अकाउंट बना के बता दूँ नहीं पता लगा ना लोगों को, तो शक्ल की बात हो रही है.
हाँ मतलब ठीक है, मतलब अपने बाल कटा के कुछ अलग सा कुछ करा के.
अच्छा तुमने शक्ल डालोगी
ये तो पता चल ही जाएगा, मतलब
तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा.
But we've seen you, we know you, like we know your face, right? I don't. That's what Anushka did not know Shah Rukh's face because she never looked at him.
Yeah,
like that was. Definitely.
Yeah. Plus I watch wrestling यार, तो एक suspension of disbelief कहते हैं wrestling में concept होता है कि तुम्हें मानना पड़ेगा कि वो लोग दूसरे को actually मार रहे हैं and वो actually दूसरे को hit करते हैं even though it's all choreographed. तो मतलब मैं तो मान लेता हूँ ये सब चीजें.
But wrestling is choreographed.
You didn't know?
Is that why you're asking in the morning के ये advantage?
Morning तो क्या? Morning we had a whole conversation.
She's like
Dwayne Johnson is 50 plus. Wouldn't he be disadvantaged if he's fighting against someone who's like a 20-30 year old?
At 29?
He's like, no, obviously not. I'm like, इसमें obvious क्या है? वो भाई बुढ़ा है, उसको तुम 20-25 साल के लड़के से लड़वाओगे तो
तुम्हें आज पता लग रहा है कि रेसलिंग फेक होती है.
अरे तो आई एम नॉट अ रेसलिंग फैन, आई डोंट.
But that's so cute. ये तो लग रहा है रेसलिंग रियल होती है. अरे यार I wish I was like Deeksha कि मुझे भी लगता है सही में अंडरटेकर मर के वापस आया है.
अरे भाई all that obviously was fake, but like जब वो मारते एक दूसरे को, I didn't know that is choreographed. I thought they're fighting. Like I thought that's what people go to watch.
Yeah, no, the planet always.
And I always think यार लोगों को मारधाड़ देखने में तो क्या मजा. Now that I know it's choreographed, लोगों को choreographed
I don't want to start a wrestling podcast, but it's like I'm very passionate about the subject. It's like watching a movie देखते हो ना, movie में action होता है ना, वो भी choreographed होता है, इसमें भी choreographed होता है.
हाँ, but वो film है ना, वो कहानी बता रहे तुम.
Bringing you back, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Wrestling is a TV series, but we'll get back to it.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Coming back to Shah Rukh.
No, but message me if you also thought that wrestling was real. I want to know that I'm not alone in this.
Nobody thought wrestling was real.
मेरे को तो बचपन से पता था कि ये तो नाटक है. Sorry.
हाँ.
But yeah.
I didn't know this at all.
Okay. Anyways, coming back to Rabne and.
I want to talk about the costumes.
Yeah.
Because I haven't done that for a lot of episodes. But yeah, Anushka's dresses were so pretty. Like every dress she wore, I would just like, dupatta kitna sundar lag raha hai. I literally went on Myntra last night and I was searching for chicken curry dupattas.
It's not chicken curry, it's full curry.
Okay. Now I know the right.
Punjabi represent, guys. Punjabi represent.
Now I know the right keyword to search for.
Also, because what I want to say, it's an Aditya Chopra movie. He did fulkaris even in Mohabbatein. Preeto's shop is a fulkari dupatto ki dukaan.
Yes.
And in this movie, all the dupattas, like she wears chicken curry suits with
Mohabbatein में
fulkari.
किसने पहना था?
पहना नहीं था.
The shop was
अच्छा.
fulkari
Archana Puri
dupattas.
Singh का character था. She
Preeto.
owned a fulkari.
Okay.
Yeah.
She would obviously know the name Preeto.
I have been called Preeto like for a decade now. So yes. So that's how it's called fulkari. It's Amritsari, Punjab, very like.
Plus, yeah, Yashra is all Punjabi family.
So they represent the.
But those were very pretty. I really liked her entire wardrobe. And matlab Shah Rukh Khan ka wardrobe to as Suri, it was like literally the same short pant, which was part of his character. As Raj, it was very comical. And like his t-shirts were like very ironically, matlab usko probably nahi malum hai, kya malum hai, that what they were trying to show that like, you know, sex references and all that on a t-shirt. Anywhere, anytime, any place. All that was like super funny, but
Macho खराब कर देता.
yeah. And I liked Bobby's wardrobe. मतलब वो whatever wardrobe he gave to Raj and his own
Same ही था.
Funny था हाँ मतलब वो
उसी के कपड़े थे ना.
Bobby is my favorite character. क्या Bobby Khosla is just. Oh, Bobby Khosla is Shah Rukh Khan's friend. I think we start giving some context to the things we talk about.
yeah
Bobby
दोस्त हो
Khosla-
तो Bobby जैसा दोस्त हो.
Bobby Khosla is Shah Rukh Khan's friend, who's played by Vinay Pathak. Vinay Pathak obviously is a
Excellent actor.
crazy amazing actor, right? And क्या convincingly play करा है उसने वो role.
भाई वो आता है और दरवाजा दादी की कोठी जो भी वो उसको तोड़ने लगता है कि मैं दोस्ती खत्म तूने शादी कैसे कर ली मुझसे बिना
And the
बताए.
moment he hears the story, he's just
And he
like
just
crying.
hugs him,
हाँ,
crying.
immediately कि यार चलो ठीक है now I understand कोई नहीं मतलब मैं कौन होता हूँ बोलने वाला तूने मुझे नहीं बताया.
And when the self-invited friends, colleagues come early for
He
the
becomes
दारू.
the sort of secondary host.
Yeah, he just like अच्छा वो भाभी के लिए पूछ रहे हैं. I'll just go and अच्छा आपने में से दारू नहीं पी चलो. You know, I was just like हाँ दोस्त तो यही मतलब जो अगर मेरे दोस्त मुझे बिना पता शादी करेंगे तो मैं भी आई थिंक मैं उनका घर जाके दीवार नहीं तोड़ूंगी बट दरवाजा नहीं फोड़ूंगी बट आई वुड want to tell them my displeasure कि तुमने मेरे से बिना बताए शादी
थोड़ा
कैसे
ऊंचा
कर ली.
बोलो हमारे पास पॉडकास्ट का माइक नहीं है.
But yeah, I think Vinay is amazing throughout the movie.
Yeah,
Amazing. And my favorite part of their friendship was that Teri Rabban Bana Di Jodi, like the song, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just done so cutely.
जो भंडों के नाच रहे हैं ना.
हाँ यार इतना मतलब मुझे तो इतने मजे आए थे वो तो मुझे
उसके बाद वाला सीन भी बहुत इमोशनल और थोड़ा सा मतलब डिस्टर्बिंग लगा मुझे वेयर लाइक ही इज
टॉकिंग टू द मैनिक्विन.
हाँ और वो अपने कैरेक्टर का असैसिनेशन कर रहा है लाइक ही इज जस्ट इंसल्टिंग हिमसेल्फ essentially like he's insulting Suri and saying ki she would never fall in love with someone like you and well, he doesn't say that but essentially that's what he's implying and see dekho maine pata liya type se matlab in a much more romantic and subtle way than what I'm saying but that was a very disturbing scene and it was a good addition to
I think it's sowing the seeds for what happens eventually right where he feels कि यार तो conflict immediately आ जाता है
because वो conflict उसका पहले नहीं था जब वो बोलता है
पहले तो सिर्फ ये मोटिव था ना तानी के साथ और बात करनी है.
हाँ तो वो बोलता है कि एक there is a scene in which he says कि बाबा जी ने like this is because she didn't recognize me because it's रब जी का plan and then he says कि now maybe the God is telling me कि मैं जो बातें सूरी बन के नहीं बोल सकता उससे अपने मन की मैं वो सब राज बन के बोल दूंगा so that's where he starts from but when she starts liking Raj and not the innate Suri I think that conflict is represented very well in that scene.
Also I feel obviously that he's doing it for Anushka and he loves her but Suri throughout his life is also shown to be a repressed character so that when he gets to be Raj all those things I mean if he can eat golgappa he can dance he can say all those things you know मतलब
he doesn't have to be Raj to do it.
Yeah.
He's doing it. He's making it easier for himself.
Yeah,
to do
that is also his personality, which is finally getting a chance to come out. And I think as part of that, he falls more in love with Anushka because he also discovers himself.
Yeah.
I am also a bit like this person. I am not
I can
just
be fun.
I can be fun.
Yeah. And it definitely is his own personality because at no point did you feel like Raj was pretending to be Raj.
Yeah.
Like Raj was Raj.
Yeah.
Raj was always he was very मतलब वो उसके responses तुरंत होते थे, उसको सोचना नहीं पड़ता था, वो ऐसे यूं हंसी मजाक कर लेता था. So and because Suri is very filmy, no, as you said, so that has become part of his personality. He's just never had a chance to express it. So that Raj was also self-expression for him. In a way.
Yeah.
Tani dear, never fear. Raj is here. Hadippa.
Hadippa. For
Too
me,
good.
Hadippa is, oh my god, love
Yeah.
it. And I think the reason why Surinder is like that is because you see he has no parents, he has no family. When he brings Anushka to the house, वो सारी पूजा थाली जो भी वो अकेले ही करता है. Actually, this is second time I noticed that he is doing in a movie. It's also चलते चलते when he brings Rani and nobody is there and he just does the kalash and everything. So in a way too, like this whole orphan feeling that he is carrying somewhere, then the teacher that he has so much reverence for, and he's become this personality because he's probably not had a lot of people around, and he is more reclusive in his job as well. He's not somebody who's going out there, so he's also had grief in himself, and that's why I think he's more understanding of Anushka's grief. Like he never expects her to do anything.
Yeah.
Like this whole अच्छी बीवी बन के दिखाऊंगी is Anushka's interpretation.
Exactly.
She
He never had that.
Yeah.
In fact, he wanted her to be herself.
Yeah.
And
वो तो खुद उसके लिए breakfast वगैरह बना रहा
His
होता है सब.
initial idea behind introducing that Raj wala avatar was never for him to fool Anushka. It was for him. It was for Anushka to feel more like herself. Like
to impress, like to surprise her, to bring a smile on her face.
for her to be back to the way she used to be, like, and not be sad and depressed all the time.
Also, I also love that they show Suri very self-sufficient in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like वो बर्तन धो रहा है, breakfast बना रहा है, सब कुछ खुद से कर रहा है. उसके लिए वो expectation तो चलो बात की बात है.
He's lived alone.
Yeah, and
throughout ना.
And he doesn't want someone to do all of that for him. And Anushka thinks that is her job now. That उसको बस उसका सूरी का ख्याल रखना है.
He wants a partner. She wants to be a wife. Like she
Yeah,
says,
like,
I'll be a wife.
I think she's
in the
it's a
traditional
survival mechanism for her. I don't think she wants to be a wife.
She says that's all I can do for you.
Yeah.
She says, "No, I can't fall in love with you, but I will be the stereotypically good wife to you."
Yeah.
But,
it broke that sentence breaks my heart. Yeah, every time I hear it, I think when she says, "Because I can't love you, I don't know if you've ever been in love. It maybe you're lucky that you've not been in love, but I can never love you because that's who I am." And I think.
And then he says, "Ki this is enough."
This is
yeah,
only
that
enough.
dialogue, it's set in so well with him. Where he says कि आपने मेरे दोस्तों सामने इज्जत रखी, मेरे लिए तो यही प्यार
मैं
है.
अभी भी रो सकती हूँ. मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लगता है just for both people, I think it affects me. Like for Anushka because she's grieving so much, and for this guy who has married someone and he wants to love her, and she's just telling him, I'm taking away the right for you to even love me, or I will never love you. Something of that
She
sort.
says, "I won't love you."
I won't love you.
Yeah.
So I think it's heartbreaking in its own way, that because he clearly does love her,
Yeah.
and then he says, "अच्छा अब पता चल रहा है 4 दिन से मुझे इतना दर्द क्यों हो रहा है." Oh my god.
And which comes out really nicely also is when as Raj he tells her, "Okay, I love you," and he says, "I know you are married and I have no even then
He's
he
not
doesn't
want
her
कि
to
मैं
love."
सब भाग चलो तब नहीं बोलता है वो उसको.
हाँ.
He's just like I
वो
just
अपनी
want.
दिल की बात बताना चाहता
हाँ.
He says he wants to tell Anushka/Tani कि I love you. As Raj or Surinder whatever, as Raj he gets that opportunity and with zero expectations. Right?
And that I love you is very Surinder Sani coded yaar, because lighting up lives and bulbs throughout Amritsar. So I really so cute.
Punjab power.
Punjab power. Yeah.
Showing powers through I love you lights.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've shown love really nicely. They've shown this
The little things and the big things.
हाँ, because big gestures don't make love, right?
Yeah.
बड़ा इजहार करना तो बहुत आसान होता है, but on a day-to-day basis, small things that you do, that I think is
And
what
at the end of the day,
love.
that's what ends up winning out. Like
Yeah.
Raj's grand gestures were great. Like she enjoyed it, she laughed, and she had fun. But she decided to stay with Suri.
Yeah, exactly. She recognized के by
Even when he's
his love.
Raj and then he goes to Suri, he's like, okay, मेरे को 9 से 10 उसको मूवी ले जाना था, so I am getting late, so I can't do all this right now. So it was just
Side note, 9 से 10 कौन सी मूवी होती है? वो भी बॉलीवुड में.
तो 9 से 12
9 से 12 was the thing. I think he's just said in the take 9 से 10 and they just kept it because it was a real take. I think that's my interpretation.
Oh wow. अब प्रीति को behind the scenes भी पता क्या हो रहा है.
मैंने बहुत behind the scenes देखे हैं by the way. Hole Hole is shot in 3 takes.
Because Shah Rukh was very uncomfortable with the whole thing.
Yeah, and he's done.
Get up.
हाँ, तो मतलब मेरे को बड़े मजे आते हैं उसका रीटेक या जो भी बिहाइंड द सीन्स देखते हैं. मेरे को गाना भी बहुत पसंद है मेरे को. वैभवी has done such a beautiful job.
अगर मैं तुमको बोलूँ मैं गाना गाऊँ तो गाओगी?
कौन सा ये वाला हॉले वाले?
कोई सा भी गा
दो जो तुम्हारा मन करे.
तुम लोग बहुत ट्राई कर रहे थे पहले भी.
हाँ यार वो अभी बहुत वो हो गया.
वो अनफॉर्चुनेट था.
ठीक है, then I will sing the sad version and then I'll tell you what I think of those lines as well.
हाँ करो.
ठीक है.
Let's.
Oh God, I feel so awkward suddenly.
We should keep talking and then she can just suddenly start singing.
Yeah.
He's bringing the laptop also on my mouth, bro.
ठीक है ना, तुम्हारी आवाज मैटर करती है. Okay, Preeti Singh.
Preeti Singh. Yeah, now.
Preeti Singh.
This used to be my hashtag back in the day. Preeti Singh's
You had many
on
hashtags
Instagram.
back in the day.
We will talk about those hashtags at some point.
No, please don't do that.
But start singing ना.
Okay. ना कुछ पूछा, ना कुछ मांगा, मुस्कुरा के दिया जो दिया. तू ही धूप, तू ही छाया, तू ही अपना पराया, और कुछ ना जानू, बस इतना ही जानू. तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं. तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं. सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं. Okay, that's it. I think I sang for
very nice.
Very long.
for you.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Actually, I don't know अगर आएगी कि नहीं. Noise cancellation मतलब suppression on है.
Clapping भी तो आ जाएगी.
Clap तो आएगा यार, कैसे
देखते
करते
हैं, पता चलेगा.
इतना जो recognize कर लेगा ये clap है और ये उसकी verbal
That's what
voice
we'll
है.
find out, no? कि
Yeah.
कितना अच्छा voice isolation है Zoom का.
But-
you had thoughts about the song.
Yeah,
also.
I for me it's this song is, it's not romantic in its language, like in its lyrics at all. Like
Yeah.
I always, maybe it's a different tangent, but when I think of this song I also think of parents, because like very, like I'm just there kind of thing. Like it always reminds me of that as well, ki Rab ya God, whatever, and unconditional love and support. When I think of these lyrics, somewhere it brings that in my head.
Yeah.
And that's why I think she touches his feet, like in some, I don't know, I don't want to call it parental, but something like it's
The connotation with the
yeah. But like that's the feeling that I get, that it's not just a romance song, it's more than
appreciative. Like she's
Yeah.
grateful to him. That's
like the
more than-
unconditionalness of it is not from partner perspective.
But I disagree a little. I do find the lyrics romantic because I think it's that notion that romance is also in the little things and the quiet
Yeah.
things and the being there for you all the time. That sort of like quiet romance. And I felt like the lyrics, more than anything, in that moment I understood why she decided to go with Suri. So that for me that was still a romantic song in some way.
Maybe because it's in Amritsar, Golden Temple, she goes and touches his feet. For me, it's it triggers some specific memories. I guess that's why the connection that I get from the song.
I think for me,
No, that's valid. I think I would also relate to that unconditional support is something that you would associate with parents, and I do also associate that with parents, but I would still say that the song has that romantic angle.
Not taking away that, but
Yeah.
just saying that
It
also
also
takes
has
away.
that.
That's why
It's the beauty of the lyrics of the
Huh.
song.
I think for me, it's तुझ में रब दिखता है is that, so I mean if you believe in God or not, but the essence idea behind, it's my personal belief that there is like some sort of a spirituality, some sort of a power, not like an actual person, but some sort of a power there, right? That's what probably attracts people to religion and God. And when
Something bigger than
yeah,
us.
when you fall in love, you experience a sensation that you can't really explain, right? So I think that's the parallel I draw between these things.
It's like love can have different rang roop, right? Matlab, you
Yeah.
love your parents, you love your partner, you love your friends, and that kind of comes out really well. That, like, you know, love is when I mean that emotion comes out behind the song. Like, you have that constant unconditional support, and you know it's the small things. It's showing that you care about the person that you love, and showing it in small ways, like, you know, making breakfast for them, or just those small things. That was beautiful
Practicing
song.
a dance with them on the chat when she's doing it on the ground.
That was so cute.
It is shot so beautifully. And like, I want to add something about Aditya Chopra, because I think I like Aditya Chopra's trajectory as a director also. I don't know, like abhi jab last year wo आई थी romantics आई थी, so we see Aditya Chopra a lot more. I think Suri took inspiration some bits from Aditya Chopra.
His own
His
character.
own, like something, like I don't know, maybe it's he's growing older in this. क्या हुआ, हंसी क्यों आ रही है तेरे को?
Not related to what you're saying, but suddenly that scene where Aditya Chopra enters in the romantic scenario, it played in my head, and then I also played the scene where Indrani enters in that show, and I was like, wow, Netflix has the same strategy. Hype the person the show is about, and then bring them on.
Yeah, so
Deeksha just watched and fell in love with that documentary on Indrani
that is not
Mukherjee.
love, by the
No,
way.
I'm just obsessed with it.
She's obsessed. Her more recent obsession is yes. Okay, coming back to Preeti's trajectory. Okay.
No, ठीक है, I'm good. Yeah, we can move on.
Sorry, I
Okay.
think I ruined the moment.
I'm bringing
You
in
were talking
Indrani.
about Aditya Chopra and his career.
मतलब that was, I was thinking कि he's growing older when he's making this movie. He's not you know, DDLJ, or I think Dil To Pagal Hai may also he had a lot of role to play, because he's younger, he's come from abroad, he's showing Valentine's Day. We'll talk about it when we watch the movie, because I watched Dil To Pagal 1,000 times. But here in this movie, he's more softer. He, you know, like we know Aditya Chopra doesn't like to go out as much. He's shy.
He's not as flamboyant as his dad.
Flamboyant. He's not like so-called heroic in his.
He doesn't want the Switzerland में गाने वाने मतलब वो.
मतलब he's this, like, so I see some part of Suri, like, character drawn from his own
Maybe.
self.
Yeah.
So, and that's why he has a beautiful girl, and I mean, I think he married Rani later on also, so like something of that sort. But yeah, that was my 2 bits.
Acha. So I think
Time for another segment.
time for other segment.
Oh, before that, I think
For the first
amazing debut for Anushka. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like dream debut for sure.
Dream debut.
Yeah.
Like Yashra, Shah Rukh, and a movie
And she's
that.
really pretty. She's a really good actor. Like, I think just overall.
And not
she's
just
great
like a
launch
flower
for
pot
her.
role, like
Yeah.
both the characters
It
are
was
very
pretty
important.
meaty,
है ना? ऐसा नहीं है कि action movie में तुम्हें दे दिया.
उनके
बस.
पास बहुत सारे flower pot already होते हैं. That's what Yashraj is known for. Like, they already keep a lot of flowers in the movie. So they gave Anushka a very nice role, because they can afford flowers.
For people who didn't get it, Preeti is talking about actual flower pots, not actresses with flower pots.
हमारे टेबल पे भी येलो फ्लावर्स ही है.
Oh, damn,
मैंने ये
yes.
सुबह नोटिस किया था. I was like,
Oh yeah, those are my apology flowers. For spilling
Naril pani.
Naril pani on Anjali.
oh my god.
So cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, going to now our
Drum
next
roll?
segment, which is we sample over some moments that we think
Oh, I wanna go first.
really liked. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
go first.
Yeah, we really like Shah Rukh Khan. Since this is a SRK Sim podcast, so yeah.
So
Deeksha must go
one
first.
generic thing is anytime he's looking at her when she's not looking at him, I thought like the expression in his eyes is just very. That's the only time you can see that Shah Rukh Khan come out of him. Like other than that, he's either Suri or he's Raj, right? That was great. And the one main moment that I remember is when they're on the bike and it's raining and he's dropping her home. and he says something about कि मुझे लगता है कि आपका दिल चाहता है कि दर्द खत्म हो जाए, आपका दर्द खत्म हो जाए, and oh my god, that was just, it was so beautiful, and the expression in his eyes and in her eyes, and I was just like,
wet Shah Rukh face, supremacy.
Wet Shah Rukh face
for
supremacy.
completely diverting from the point I was trying to make. But yeah, that was just.
No, but we should get this hashtag trending. Wet Shah Rukh face supremacy.
Sure.
उसकी फोटोज ले लेके.
बिल्कुल
तुम
करेंगे.
हिमानी फेयर एंड हैंडसम का एड प्ले कर देते हैं रिपीट पे, तुम दोनों बैठ के वही देखते हो. ये बेट शाहरुख फेस सुप्रीमेसी.
Well, let's not acknowledge the problematic parts of Shah Rukh's endorsements. Cool. You want to go next? I'll go next. So I think my favorite part is that one scene where he's in the Raj's character, but then he's also expressing his love towards her, and you can see when she doesn't see his face, right? Suri flashes on his face. You can see Surinder Sani is there. He's in Raj's getup, but the face, it just expression changes, and
the voice modulation also.
Yeah, Shah Rukh does that so well. मैं तो एकदम befuddled हो गया था यार. ये how, like I'm such a big fan, and how did I miss these things? That he did this so well. Small expression changes that he does, and you could see in that moment Surinder Sani expressing his love for Anushka, not Raj. Anushka doesn't know this, but she isn't seeing, which is also like again very nice reference कि whenever he's Surinder, she doesn't see him.
Yeah.
Even while he is
he's
in
actually
Raj,
saying
right?
that.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that was, I think, and let me call it out, finally a non-action moment. not being on the bike.
कॉल आउट कर रहा है इससे पहले कि हम दोनों को बोले कि अरे वाह डी को एक्शन कराओ का मोमेंट मिल गया.
मैं बोलने वाली थी.
Pats on my back.
धूम रेफरेंस आपका फेवरेट सिम मोमेंट नहीं है जब अनुष्का चला रही है वो बोलता है आप तो धूम नंबर 3 हो जी.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'll tell mine.
Yes,
I think I've been
ahead.
speaking about my simp moment throughout the podcast, but
Yeah.
Two things I wanted to mention. First is that when he's leaving the phone number, he picks up the rose. He leaves it, and then the second he just comes back and put it. So that is like I loved that part. And other is when he can't dance as Raj.
Yeah.
And then he just goes and he's like अच्छा अब से मैं नहीं आऊँगा आप हार जाओगे or something like that, and he just goes away. So that was like that expression is like हाँ नहीं आप, मैं तो एक खुशी के लिए कर रहा था, मैं उनको सैड नहीं देखना चाहता. वो जो विनय को बोलता है इसका डी एंड कर दे जूते ले जाके, that expression of okay I will kill Raj because he's not making happy her at all anymore.
Yeah.
So that's also one of my other simp moments. Yeah.
Nice. Alright, we usually rate this movie, but the way we've been raving about it, I don't think. But yeah, let's go for it. Preeti, why don't you go first?
5,000 Hadippa! I think I'm gonna take this from Fal. Like I'm never gonna just
So
always
unoriginal.
say. That's why I'm crediting Fal. Fal, please listen to us. But yeah, 5,000 Hadippas. That's what I'm gonna rate this movie.
I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it. It was good fun.
I think I gave it 3.5 when I first watched it, but this time it's a 4. Yeah, it's a very good movie in terms of his. I think I really like Shah Rukh's role. Jisme he's playing two different sort of characters because that range of his acting really comes out, and he keeps switching between the two. Fan was a previous movie that we reviewed for that. A similar acting.
Will you
styles.
rewatch?
I will definitely rewatch.
Priti will obviously. Definitely
Yeah. It's my.
But it's not a movie that I'll watch like constantly, but थोड़ी देर बाद I will rewatch it again for sure.
I think I might after like 5-10 years. I don't think immediately I'll rewatch. मतलब I also want to see कि मतलब मैं 10 साल बाद देखूंगी तो मुझे भी ये वाव लगेगी जैसे डिगी को आज लगी. But yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be like a comfort watch or something that I watch as frequently as say like Kaluna or Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. But like yeah, I might rewatch it once.
Okay, but would you watch it if Shah Rukh wasn't?
Yeah, I would watch it. It's a nice story.
Hannah?
It's a sweet story, and I was actually thinking it would have been maybe more digestible to me if it was like Rani and Shah Rukh. I mean, great job by Anushka, no taking that away, but just the age thing would have probably made me a lot more comfortable with a lot of the stuff that was going on. Like I'll say.
So, Preeti,
I will watch it if somebody else also plays it.
same. It's a very
But
good story.
I would say I would not like it as much, I guess.
That
because
stands
there
true
is
for
a-
all
That's
Shah Rukh
for
movies.
sure,
For
yeah.
us. That's a bottom line across. But
I think it's a very underrated Shah Rukh performance. It needed way more accolades
हाँ
than
यार,
it did.
बिल्कुल भी,
So
like,
I
it doesn't
really
call
want to
out.
sell Rabne to like a lot more people. I think I'm actually doing a decent job at that. But ठीक है.
Start doing on Instagram more ना. You've
Sorry.
forgotten about our channel completely. अब तुम Twitter पे आ गए हो.
We will plug our handles. We keep saying we'll plug our handles. We never plug them.
Oh,
but
we are
yes.
at 10 rupees SRK fans on all your favorite social media sites.
Yeah, including Reddit. There as well. Okay. All right. So that brings us to the last segment, which is something new that we introduced last few episodes, is where the person who chose the movie gives a quiz to the other two. Since I chose the movie, I have a small quiz. And
This time we can't blame network issues or
Yeah.
audio issues for
Nothing you
who
can
gets
blame.
the right answer first.
Do you want to have a buzzer?
No, my buzzer is going to be me shouting the answer. But I feel like I'm not going to know anything. Digi ने बहुत time लगा के quiz बनाया मुझे.
I made it in the last like
15 minutes.
15 minutes in the first 50 minutes that we were recording. That's why I wasn't speaking after I introduced the movie.
चलो ठीक है.
So, my first question was going to be Vinay Pathak's name, but we've got it
Bobby.
out. Yeah, but that doesn't count, Preeti. So
He said it was going to
It was
be.
going to be.
It's not.
जो मेरे को आता नहीं, you never counted. I don't.
तो इसको भी आता था. She's the one who like.
I didn't answer because he said it was going to be. This.
अच्छा ठीक है. Next question.
Okay, so this is a question that I watch a podcast very frequently, just a filmy game show. उसमें एक दो बार ये use हुआ है, मतलब few times. It's basically guessing the collection of the movie, right? So I'll give you a context. इसका budget था 31 crores. Give me a number कि इसका collection क्या था? Closest will win.
It was over 100 crores, I think so.
So
Give
no,
an
give a
answer.
number, single number.
Give a single exact number. तभी तो आंसर पता रहेगा.
130 crores.
Okay.
170 crores.
Final. You wanna change?
Fine.
200 crores.
200.
अरे भाई.
बोली लगा रहे
I'll
हैं.
change to.
बोली नहीं लगी.
I'll keep it actually 170 crores.
170 crores?
हाँ.
You would have won either ways only. It's 157 crores.
Oh.
So you were closer to 130 crores. 200 crores is too high, yaar.
I was gonna change it to 150 when Preeti went 200 was अच्छा लगा. अब 170 के नीचे जो भी और मिलेगा.
Alright. We'll give this to
Deeksha.
Deeksha because I think the next few is going to be all Preeti.
Wow.
Because these are songs. I'm guessing he'll just.
No, this is not song. These are this movie won Filmfare. What did it win it for? Who won it?
Anushka Sharma as a debut, no?
No.
Shah
I
Rukh?
think it was
No.
for.
Filmfare? What?
Sorry.
Shah Rukh would-
No.
I think it was for special effects.
No.
No. Okay.
Makeup?
No. You-
Costume.
No.
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
Yes, but you need to tell me what song. You only get one shot. Alright.
Soundtrack या गाना single song
Soundtrack का किसी को नहीं मिलता, गाने का मिलता.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought soundtrack मिलता है.
Song.
I haven't watched a
Yeah,
award show in
song
years.
फिर मिलेंगे फिर मिलेंगे चलते
You can guess one.
You can get what is
You
this?
can't confirm with him कि ये है वो है.
आठ तो गाने.
एक guess कर. So I'll
Maybe,
guess
yeah.
फिर मिलेंगे चलते.
8-1 for Hole, so I'll give half points to Preeti, but tell me the singer
Why?
also.
क्या?
Tell me the
Because
singer.
I guessed की song है.
Tell me the singer.
Sukhvinder Singh.
Sukhvinder. I said Sukhvinder.
No, you did.
I
Deeksha got
did.
it first.
We will look at the recording. I said it first.
So-
Okay, but she got half points for this. Anyway, because
Half
I
a
guessed
point.
it was song and she guessed the song.
Yeah. So
ठीक है.
we stand at 1.5 Deeksha and 0.5 Preeti.
0.5.
Alright.
दो है भाई.
Okay. This is easy. What is Aditya Chopra's movie before this? Like what movie did he direct before this?
मोहब्बतें.
Correct.
ठीक है मतलब मुझे नहीं मालूम था मैं कभी नहीं guess कर पाती.
Alright, so we're at 1.5, 1.5. Next to next. Now this is where things start getting slightly more difficult. फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते. So this is a very meta song.
I'm not getting
I'll
this.
give
Preeti will
it.
get this.
Devanand, you want this ना? Actors only ना?
How did you know? Alright, so yeah, my first is.
मैंने भी कल देखते हुए प्रेडिक्ट कर लिया था कि कल डिगी पूछेगा बट मैं याद भी नहीं रख पाऊंगी.
मेरे को
प्रीति दे
सारे
देगी याद.
No, just tell me the
Raj
actors
Kapoor.
one by one. We'll tell. Give the. So this song references a lot of actors. One by one, tell me the actors it references as well as actresses. Actresses, I don't think everybody will be able to guess because
इसके तुम points कैसे देने वाले हो?
I was
Who
going to
gets
go
more
one by
names?
one. Do you know any names?
Yeah, I know some,
हाँ,
but
so
I'll not know all of them.
We'll start with you. Go one.
Raj Kapoor,
Okay. Raj Kapoor.
Devanand.
Do you know any names?
Rishi Kapoor.
Neetu Kapoor.
Oh, nice. You are an actress. Cool.
I think Mithun, but I'm not sure.
No.
No, Mithun is not
Go
here.
another. An
Jitu?
actress also.
No.
Jitu is there, na?
No.
They did that wo Hasina Zulfa wali.
That's
That's
someone
not.
else. That's someone else.
Oh, my bad. Then I don't know. हाँ, I'm done. Kishore Kumar.
No. You wanna go?
No, Kishore
Preeti?
Kumar is not there.
Any actress? You wanna...
Yes. Madhubala.
No.
No.
Helen.
Yes.
Oh, Helen, yes. Lara Datta was Helen.
You have like what, two guesses? You got two to each? No, you got three.
So we got one wrong. So we're now.
No,
it's
total.
like
You got in three.
But I got Raj Kapoor पहले, no? I only
No.
said it.
No, he started it उसके बाद.
अच्छा, okay.
But I knew Raj Kapoor.
You
and
said one
Devanand and
name,
Rishi
but-
Kapoor. वो तीन मेरे को याद थे उसके
I'll
आगे
give you
नहीं।
another shot. Have another name.
Yeah, I'm blanking out what Kajal was playing. Was it Nutan?
No.
Bipasha was Preeti Zinta. What you were Rajesh Khanna? Rajesh Khanna.
Rajesh Khanna. Good.
Preeti.
Yeah. So we're you're at 4 right now. 4
Okay.
and 3.
Sharmila Tagore.
Hey, nice. You got it.
That was
Damn.
Preeti Zinta.
How is
Yeah,
Deeksha
yeah.
winning this? I did not expect this.
I'm forgetting what Bipasha was. Yeah, Devanand.
Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds because otherwise
मेरे को बिपाशा वाली एक्ट्रेस का नाम नहीं याद है तो
8, 7,
7,
6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
प्यार हुआ एक राइवल हीरोइन का नाम क्या है?
मुझे क्या पता? Damn it! How did Deeksha win this?
I also can't believe it.
Okay, so
What's
cool.
the name of the woman?
So I'll tell you all.
Yeah.
Raj Kapoor, Devanand, Shami Kapoor, Rajesh Khanna, Rishi
Oh, we missed
Kapoor,
Shami Kapoor.
Nargis Das,
Nargis.
Sadhana Shivdasani,
Sadhana, हाँ.
Helen, Sharmila, Neetu Singh. You got Neetu. You got
We
Sharmila.
missed Sadhana,
You got
we
Helen.
missed,
You got Raj, Devanand, Rajesh Khanna, Rishi Kapoor. You missed Shami Kapoor.
शमी कपूर की जगह मैंने जीतू बोल
जीतू
दिया. I was
बोल दिया,
thinking of
exactly.
that ओ हसीना
Yeah,
जुल्फों वाली.
that's-
पता नहीं मेरे को जितेंद्र लग रहा था but नहीं है.
Cool. Alright. Deeksha is 2.5. Preeti is at
1.5.
1.5.
हाँ, previous one she got ना मोहब्बतें.
Oh yeah, she's at 1.5. Okay, cool. Right, so again फिर मिलेंगे हमें आई पे आके फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते. What does this thing refer to? Like why
Movies.
this? Which movies?
Of
And tell me why these 3 movies?
हम मेरा ही प्यार के.
Yeah.
Um,
अबे वो भी
फिर
नाम तो
मिलेंगे
है.
चलते चलते लाइक चलते चलते फिर शाहरुख खान.
अरे वो तो है ही है.
हाँ.
हाँ. But why these 3 movies? What is the
They're all
connect?
Yash Raj movies.
No. What is the connect? There's a connect to this.
ये तो थोड़ा सोचना पड़ेगा. थोड़ा साइलेंस हो जाएगा तो किसी को बात करना पड़ेगा.
Verbalize your thoughts now. What is the
फिर
connect?
मिलेंगे. I don't know who's in film. हम मेरा ही प्यार के. हमसे कुछ बोलिए. No,
Even if you know one of the others, you'll be able to get it. क्या हो सकता है connect between these 3? चलते चलते शाहरुख खान. Clear.
No, okay. How do they connect to each other, or how do they connect to the film?
How do they connect to each other? What is the connect between these 3?
Between these three
These
films.
3 movies.
Oh.
There's a reason they chose these 3 movies.
I'm just trying to think the song. I know there's a Juhi Chawla in this song, but I can't know what the reason is. Is it all? Just tell. I can't guess it.
नहीं आ रहा. So these are the 3 Khans. हमें आए
Khans,
प्यार के
no?
आमिर
Yeah,
खान,
Amir
फिर
Khan,
मिलेंगे
yeah.
सलमान खान,
Right.
Oh.
and चलते चलते शाहरुख खान.
Okay, I would not have got it.
I got
Right.
हम फिर वो आमिर खान है जूही चावला आमिर खान but I didn't know फिर मिलेंगे सलमान खान so
Yeah. Okay. So I had another question. If this is in case
Tiebreaker.
Preeti wants to get so.
Tiebreaker नहीं है. You're at 1.5. I'm at
हाँ
2.5.
yeah you are winning it okay
I
fine
mean, I'm giving you a chance if you want to equalize this.
okay
Yeah.
The room above the main room where Shah Rukh stays.
बरसाती
Yes.
Attic.
No.
What was the question?
You didn't let me finish. The question was, what is the room name?
Attic.
बरसाती
Barsati.
Okay, that I would not.
Shit, it's a tie. 2.5. I do not have a tiebreaker, guys. We will let this be.
yeah
Preeti's like, finally, I'm not losing.
Yeah, I think Preeti should get this. She did know more names than I did. मतलब because मेरे को जितने मालूम थे उसको वो भी मालूम थे उसके ऊपर भी मालूम.
मतलब तुम
Only
one नहीं करते
new one I
तो,
had
हाँ.
was Sharmila Tagore.
और हम ऐसे तो फिर तू बोलती चली गई ना तू कुछ तो मुझे स्ट्रक्चर देना पड़ेगा ना उसके लिए. चलो,
guys.
anyways, I think this quiz went very long.
Yes.
We'll give Preeti the prize for this.
yeah Yay!
Consolation.
I sang also.
You sang also. Okay, yeah. Plus
I
Yeah.
should get plus
plus
5
1 for that.
I'm not gonna sing for points. हमारे जितने listeners हैं वो भी चले जाएंगे.
True.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, that brings us to an end to the podcast.
Wait, guess the movie that comes next.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The last bit is where we guess the next movie.
I by the way had like forgotten what movie I'd picked.
I saw you picking up the phone. You shit. I forgot. Yeah. So you want to introduce what we do in this thing?
Yeah. So basically, I'm picking the movie that we do next week, and these two get to have one guess each. So we try to alternate between decades every week. So we did 90s last week with Karan Arjun. We did Karan Arjun last week. Yeah.
Ashoka.
We did Ashoka, but
No,
that was a guest.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashoka was a guest episode. Yeah. So then, and we did 2000s ka Rabne this week, and next week we're gonna do a 2010s 20s film.
Yeah.
So I have kind of picked my film. Actually, I'll tell you what. I had picked Jab Tak Hai Jaan first, but I decided not to do that because we just watched Yash Chopra sort of, matlab Aditya Chopra film. So that's why I picked something else. So you guys have one guess each, and Preeti,
Rais.
Diggy.
That's.
He's opened the filmography.
Yeah, I remember.
याद ही नहीं है.
Hey, I can tell you. I'm trying to think year-wise. If you were thinking, कि तुमने कौन सी which movies you haven't seen. I think you would choose a movie which you haven't seen, which is Happy New Year, Dilwale.
You get one guess.
One. Diggy, what the fuck?
I'm thinking this.
Filmography read नहीं करना.
अरे I'm running this in my head.
मैंने इधर से बोला था भाई बोलो
कुछ
just
chocolate
say.
मिलने वाला है तुमको correct
हम
guess
पहले
करने के लिए.
50 रुपए की शर्त रखते थे, हम 50 रुपए भी नहीं देते एक दूसरे को.
मैंने तो एक option eliminate भी कर दिया था because you know it's not something.
Shit. Okay, I think it's. I'll go with Ravan maybe.
Okay, Preeti gets it. It was Rais.
Ah.
So we will watch and review Rais next weekend. So.
Excited.
Thank you.
I love the movie, by the way. Good choice. Love the movie.
As always, thank you for listening in.
If you
And,
did.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they made it till here, then they were listening.
हाँ यहाँ तो सिर्फ 20% तो लोग बचते हैं.
Okay, bye.
Alright, bye guys.
Bye bye.